moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Boston again missing. Here's New York. They're on a 17-6 run. Out to the right wing. Launches a three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The drive by Jennings. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the 2-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
You know, he's just a guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
And that makes attacking the basket a very appealing option for him. I mean, he doesn't have to live and die by the jump shot. He can drive the lane and dare the defense to come at him.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That free throw missing, so both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. The Knicks leading by 13. And Augustine kicks to Freak. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. 10 points for Freak.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Miller with a screen on Augustine. Jennings drives in. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Anthony dishes to Freak. Back to Anthony. To the inside. Freak. And he dunks it down.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Jennings passes to Sampson. They set the pick. And it's blocked. Augustine against Jennings. And a wide open look for Freak. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Jennings kicks to Sampson. Bradley drives in, and he gets the bucket. Bradley's got his first points in this one.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team. Well, you don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Jackson. Green is out there with Porzingis. And it's Inglis in at the four-man position. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also number one in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He dropped in 32 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Nifty move. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. New York shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Jackson. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard, probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass, and guys just weren't working hard enough in my estimation.
Jennings kicks to Miller. And stolen by Booker. Bradley against Augustine. Freak dishes to Augustine. New York moving the ball around. Jennings with the double team. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And again, New York with the triple.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Jennings with the ball. He's got 5. Right side, Bradley. Over in the corner, Sampson. Back to Bradley. Jennings for 3. That was good. Jennings has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tete-a-tete going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Knicks out front, leading by 17. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, I know that Coach has stressed communication on the basketball court. How has that impacted tonight's performance?
It's working right now. We got to fine-tune some things out there in the game, a couple minor mistakes, but we'll be all right. I feel good about tonight.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. 19 points and 3 denials. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, McGarry out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Glover in at the shooting guard position. And Mitch McGarry is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Knicks leading by 19. Stolen away. And that one's good. Glover. He's got 11.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
No good from Booker. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Kicks to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. Again, Thomas missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Glover. 11 points in the game. No problems knocking that one down. 10 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to call him a true 2-guard because of how often their offense runs through him. Maybe he's more like a 1.5 guard.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Isaiah Thomas. How last month turned out for him? He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Harmon. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Booker.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Thomas passes to Johnson. In the corner, Crowder with it. 6 to shoot. Johnson the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and that one goes long.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Here's Freak, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big...